Can Tank Davis really withstand the surprising challenge that Lamont Roach is about to bring? Boxing fans are buzzing with anticipation as the undefeated Tank is set to face a fighter many consider underrated, Lamont Roach. With Tank's incredible knockout power and Roach's impressive amateur background, this showdown is bound to be electrifying. But the real question is, can Roach pull off the unthinkable and shock the world? Tank Davis has long been a favorite in the boxing world, with a reputation for his explosive knockout power and impressive skill set. But there's something unique about Tank that sets him apart from other fighters. His fighting style isn't typical. It's a calculated, almost patient approach in the ring. Unlike many fighters who rush in to throw punches, Tank takes his time. He's known for being a patient predator, allowing his opponents to waste their energy and make mistakes before he pounces. His knockout power is well known, but it's his ability to wait for the perfect moment that makes him such a dangerous opponent. It's the calm before the storm, and Tank doesn't rush, and that's why his punches are so deadly. When he strikes, it's with precision, and more often than not, it's a fight-ending blow. Tank's calm demeanor in the ring, paired with his remarkable ability to remain patient, means he's always in control. He doesn't throw wild punches. Instead, he carefully watches his opponent's movements, looking for the slightest opening to exploit. In his mind, it's a game of chess, and he's the grandmaster. Many fighters make the mistake of thinking Tank will just throw haymakers, but in reality, he's setting traps. It's all part of his strategy. Let the opponent work, get them tired, and then strike when they least expect it. And once Tank finds his moment, it's almost always over. His knockout power is the ace up his sleeve, and it's enough to end any fight in an instant. But as dangerous as Tank is, Lamont Roach is far from an easy target. In fact, Roach is a fighter that many have been sleeping on for too long. He may not have the same reputation as some of Tank's previous opponents, but that doesn't mean he's not a threat. Lamont Roach comes from a decorated amateur background and has the skill set to back it up. His boxing IQ is impressive, and he's known for being a smart, tactical fighter who knows how to break down his opponents. Roach doesn't rely on brute force like Tank. Instead, he focuses on technique and strategy. He's methodical in his approach, and that's why many believe he's a sleeper pick for this fight. If he can keep Tank at bay and avoid getting caught by one of those deadly punches, Roach could make things very interesting. But here's the question, does Roach have the power to hurt Tank? That's the one thing that many analysts believe Roach will struggle with. Tank has such incredible knockout power that it might be a challenge for Roach to withstand any shots, especially in the early rounds. Roach's best chance is to use his technique and outbox Tank, but even then, it's going to be a tall order. Tank's ability to control the distance and land punches with precision means that Roach will need to be nearly perfect if he's going to have any chance of winning this fight. When it comes to Tank's preparation for this fight, it's clear he's been taking his training very seriously. Tank Davis isn't just relying on his raw power. He's been refining his skills, working on his timing and accuracy to make sure that when the moment comes, he'll be ready to strike. Joe Rogan, a huge fan of Tank, has praised his work ethic and his ability to stay calm under pressure. Rogan notes that Tank has a unique combination of power and patience, and that's what makes him such an intriguing fighter to watch. Even in training, Tank's focus is unwavering. He's not just preparing for this fight physically, he's mentally preparing himself for the challenge that lies ahead. In contrast, Lamont Roach has a different type of preparation. While Tank is working on his knockout power and fight IQ, Roach is focusing on his own strengths, his technical skills, and his ability to outbox his opponent. Roach isn't known for having the same level of knockout power as Tank, but he's a fighter who can hang in there with anyone when it comes to skill. In fact, his boxing skills might even be on par with Tank's, but will that be enough to overcome Tank's power? That's the real question. The fight between Tank and Roach is one of the most anticipated matchups in recent memory, but it's also one that has many wondering whether Roach can handle Tank's incredible power. Experts are divided on who will win, with some predicting a quick knockout for Tank, while others believe Roach's skill set will allow him to go the distance. Regardless of who wins, this fight will be a test for both fighters. Tank will need to prove that he can handle the pressure of a skilled fighter like Roach, while Roach will need to prove that he can withstand the kind of power that Tank possesses. The experts have weighed in on this matchup, and their opinions vary. Shocker Stevenson has said that Roach's technique could make this fight more competitive than people think, but he also acknowledges Tank's power as a major factor. Owie, on the other hand, is more skeptical, arguing that Roach doesn't pose a real threat to Tank's dominance. Owie believes that Roach's punches won't have any real effect on Tank, and that Tank will easily outclass him in the ring. But then there's Sean Porter, who believes that Roach might surprise people if he can take Tank's punches and fight back with his own strategy. Porter thinks that if Roach can outsmart Tank, he could make it a much tougher fight for the knockout artist. One thing that all the experts agree on, though, is that Tank's mental toughness is one of his greatest strengths. Throughout his career, Tank has shown time and again that he can stay calm and collected in the ring, even when facing adversity. His ability to weather the storm and strike when the time is right has made him one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. However, some believe that Tank could be caught off guard by Roach's strategy. While Tank has the ability to end the fight at any moment, Roach has a chance if he can keep the pressure on and avoid getting hit by Tank's powerful shots. The mental edge could also play a big role in this fight. Tank and Roach have history dating back to their amateur days, and that could influence the way this fight plays out. Coach Bullet has said that Tank can sometimes struggle to get motivated for certain fights, but that the trash talk between Roach and Tank could provide the spark that Tank needs to get fired up. If Roach can keep the pressure on Tank and make him feel like his back is against the wall, this fight could turn into something special. For Roach to have any chance in this fight, he'll need to stick to a solid game plan. Roach's best chance lies in cutting off the ring and smothering Tank's ability to unleash his knockout power. He'll need to stay behind a strong jab and avoid making mistakes that could leave him open to Tank strikes. It's not going to be easy. Tank is known for his ability to take advantage of any mistake, and if Roach overcommits, Tank will exploit it. But if Roach can keep his cool and not get too greedy, he might just have a shot at pulling off an upset. The other factor to consider is Tank's mental preparation. Tank's experience in the ring has been shaped by years of hard work and dedication, but how will he handle the pressure of a fighter like Roach? Some believe that Tank might take Roach lightly, which could make things more interesting. However, Tank has proven time and again that he doesn't back down from a challenge, and he's ready to prove that he's one of the best in the world. The question on everyone's mind is whether Lamont Roach can make this fight competitive or if Tank will simply overpower him. If Roach has a strong chin, he might be able to last the distance, but if he can't withstand Tank's punches, it could be over quickly. The unpredictability of this fight is what makes it so exciting. Whether Roach can land some key punches or Tank takes control of the ring from the very beginning is what fans are eager to see. So who's going to win? Will Tank's knockout power be too much for Lamont Roach to handle? Or will Roach defy the odds and put on a performance for the ages? One thing's for sure, the world will be watching. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.